Hello everybody, and welcome to another new comic book day haul video. Today is January the 12th, which is one day after New Comic Book Day. Yesterday was actually Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. And I got my books. I've done some reading. So we'll do a little bit of talking about a couple of the books and go over what I got. I think I picked up 16 comics yesterday. And I've read probably a handful. So yeah, and I got some duplicates. I actually got 4 copies of one book, and you can probably guess which book that is. But we will get to it first. And let me dig out my independent books. We'll start with Dark Horse Comics. Dark Horse put out Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 2. I picked up a copy of that. Okay. And from Image Comics, I picked up Black Cloak number 1, which I have yet to read that. But yeah, I'm waiting for it to be uploaded online to read. As of yesterday, it wasn't up yet, so I am going to read that. I'm interested. It's by Kelly Thompson, and I know she's gotten a lot of grief from a lot of YouTube channels, but I actually think Kelly Thompson's a pretty good writer. I enjoyed her Black Widow, and I enjoyed her Captain Marvel run, believe it or not, for about the first 20 to 30 issues. And I think after that it kind of got stale and pointless and a little boring. But it was good up until then. But her Black Widow was really good. I enjoyed that. Okay. Another Image Comics title, Gunslinger Spawn, number 16. And I thoroughly enjoyed this. This is about my favorite comic book out right now. Todd McFarlane and Brett Booth are killing it on this book. In this new character, and I'm not going to give a name or anything like that in case no one's read it, but it was a really nice reveal that he's not exactly a bad guy, and him and Gunslinger kind of were working together in this book, and I just love the dialogue. I love the narration. I love everything about this book. Awesome, Gunslinger. Okay. Picked up Lazarus Planet Alpha from DC. This is my only DC book. And I'm almost afraid to read this because this DC event, I was so completely lost in the end of that, the Dark Crisis event. I'm almost afraid to read this due to just not having any clue of what's going on. But I will read it. And it's by Mark Waid, and he's a good writer, so I am interested in reading that one. Okay, now we're moving on to Marvel. Everything else here that I have is Marvel. I'm going to go ahead and put these guys up. Okay. And we'll start right here with Ghost Rider number 10. Yeah, this is just more of Ghost Rider fighting with Exhaust and dealing with Blackheart. And I'm kind of digging Johnny Blaze and Talia Warroad together as kind of a couple. I'm kind of digging that. If they're getting there, kind of. But this was a nice issue. The artwork in this is amazing. I love the whole kind of just fire everywhere in this book, and just the visuals are pretty amazing. And Exhaust is a super cool character. And yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed this one. Okay, here's Amazing Spider-Man 17. In this whole limbo junk in this book was kind of pointless, to be honest. The Sinister Six, or the Insidious Six, a new, I don't know. This isn't going to go anywhere. This limbo stuff just needs to get over with. You know, the only thing that's interesting to me about this dark web stuff is the Mary Jane and Black Cat book. This one, I really don't. I don't know. This is not very good. Okay. Picked up Black Panther number 13. And I did read this one, and I did like it. There was some epic fights between Captain America and Black Panther in this. I mean, epic in the fact that Captain America took it to Black Panther in this. And I don't know. I enjoyed it. Okay. Alright, and the aforementioned Mary Jane and Black Cat, I picked up 2 copies of that book, number 2. And like I said, I enjoy this series. What happened in this book? I should take notes. I'm kind of drawing a blank. They were sent to try to steal something by Blasco, Soul Sword, maybe? Yeah. And, I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what happened. I've read 6 or 7 books and I'm just kind of drawing a blank. So, but I know I did enjoy it. I'll probably have to reread it. But, yeah, enjoying that one. Picked up a copy of Tiger Division number 3. And I'm not reading that series, I'm just collecting it. Okay. And as of the time of recording, this was not uploaded yet. This is Star Wars The High Republic number 4. And it might actually be up online now, but it wasn't yesterday when I was trying to read these books. So I am going to read this one, just haven't gotten to it. Okay. Picked up Wolverine number 29, and I actually watched something on YouTube from Comics Breakdown on this book, and it seemed like a pretty cool issue. I wouldn't mind reading it. He just does a scroll and talks about what's happening, and yeah, kind of interesting. And my final book, and this one to me is a disappointment. I was really super looking forward to this. I picked up 4 copies of Miles Morales number 2. Alright. And this is, I believe, the first appearance of Rabble, new character. That's why I bought 4 copies of it. And I got to reading this, and I got to the point where Misty Knight and Miles were hanging out, getting ready to go on a mission or whatever. And Misty Knight told him that they can't do things the way that the other Spider-Man does because they're black, and they have to do things differently. And at that point, I don't want identity politics in my books. I don't want to read that stuff. So at that point, I was immediately done reading this comic, and I don't think I'm going to read any more of it. It's just a shame that they have to go there. They can't just tell a good story and have an action in the story. No, they've got to always play that card. Shame on Cody Ziegler for putting that in this book. You're going to pound you over the head with, you got to do things different because you're black. I'm just not interested in reading that. So, unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So that is the comic book haul. 16 books today. And, yeah. All right. Well, that's it, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.